then the DLC happens. Alright, the data you carry, it's vital to the main Federation fleet. You need supplies with your journeys. Make sure to explore a sector before moving on to the next, but get to the X before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Yeah, so after a 5-hour NGB run, I had a 4105 score Mantis B run. It was brutal, just no fights, very early sectors throughout. Not inherently looking for a store early. You have an Artemis, which is like really good. Yeah, like I was doing the run. I was just like, Greetings, friend. We're here to tell us your quest. We're here to offer valuable resources. You're here for your blood. All right. This is 12. This is 9. Actually, well, this is 6. 6. Shield should recover before this fires. Yeah. So put the burst here. Take out their weapons. Cool. Safe fight. Out of curiosity, what kind of crew do they have doing repairs? Is that all rocks? Oops, all rocks? Alright, that's something. Thoughts on StarCraft? I've never played StarCraft. The games where you're just, you know, constantly having to input things. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna risk it. Alright, 16 scrap. Woohoo! That was like straightforward and simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have you ever played Darkest Dungeon? I played the original Darkest Dungeon, and I played Darkest Dungeon 2. I never played the Circus. I didn't get into that. It's been a while since I looked at 2. I mean, is it still in early access? Does that get full release? Sure. A little light on fuel, but having missiles is really nice, just as a resource in case we don't find weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I enjoyed Darkest Dungeon when it was like what is it? Blood Moon or Stygian or whatever. Like, that was really stressful. I found that really stressful, and it was like getting started was really rough because you just didn't have options, and then you hit that like the sweet spot where you're like making good decisions and you feel like you're able to overcome what you're dealing with, and then you get into that like that last little push before you get to the final areas where you're just trying to level your people with avoiding as much conflict as possible because you're just terrified of critical hits just wiping you out. I don't really want to go to an ion storm if that happens to be an ion storm. I prefer not to, I don't think. I think. Cool. Leto and drone control. Personally, I had a lot of fun with the Circus. Different team comps that works. Yeah, I think what we're experimenting with compositions is fun. If you have drone control, you're not allowed to have an Artemis in the first 2 sectors. It's an interesting call. Let's see. What is it hitting? Maybe we'll dodge it. Alright, over here. Dorks! Alright, we'll try and put this fire out. Actually, you stay there since I can't get dodge training. Let's also do this. So they start fighting the fire as soon as they get into the room. It has similar appeal as FTL. I understand. I know there's been a lot of, I don't know what, cross-contamination between FTL players that guide Darkest Dungeon. I'm not... It's just, it's really long. And while there's like some really good moments, I think it's tough for me to like go through an entire run and dedicate like all the time to it. Take out the missile, make the fight safe. Yay! Continue. Alright, let's go ahead and get a buffer in our shields. So like if we were in a fight like that again and the missile hit our shields, then we would be safe from the drones. It's nice. It's nice. It's good to not die. A lot of being consistent in FTL is really just risk management. It's all about risk management. Basic laser and an ion. Try to be a hero. We'll try for double rewards here. I don't know if I can... If I'm really good, I should be able to like flash a shield in time. That was so perfect. And also, because the shield was off before it fires, that means shields was not on smart targeting. Oh, well... Kind of don't want to take damage if I don't have to take damage. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, if we caused a fire in the O2, maybe. Really? The dodge? Alright, so it's 12.5 seconds. This is 8 seconds. I know, it's 25 seconds. 8, 8, 24. Wow, it actually does sync up then. Change creator Kestrel, how you say is most visually. What is the most visually appealing combo? I guess this is kind of standard. But I want it to look like something else. They have very good evasion. Yeah, I was always been like a sucker for like just like black and red stripes. 8 scraps, 7 missiles, 2 drone parts. I already got some additional missiles earlier. So we might get less out of this. 7 missiles is a lot, and then I could potentially trade them. That's like really, really far down on the list of like decision making. Like, oh, I'll have more missiles to potentially trade. But this is a potential double reward here. So I think I'll go for double rewards. Those decisions are interesting. Oh, now it's on fire. We know because the other crew moved over to help. Yeah, that's too late. Huh. Will it run out of O2? Okay. Here's the missile protected. Like, we could just shoot it one time? It's really close. Aw, boo. Okay. Yeah, the targeting on it. That was fortuitous. Yeah. Oh, I can't turn it off because it's ioned. Wait, really? Oh, I guess I just didn't realize that. That's funny. Maybe we'll get a dodge? No. Okay. That's hilarious. 20 bucks and 2-hull repair. All right. So that turned out to be worth rejecting. No dodgers. Yeah. Haha. We will force you to destroy our ship so you can't crew kill us. It's a pretty top tier play. I respect it. Probably not gonna go. All right, let's get to 2 shields. So we're extra safe. So shield hacking event, offensive drones, asteroids, solar flares. Those fights are just not as nasty. Which is great. Means we're more likely to live. I think we're still positive then. Like in terms of missiles. But yeah, we can't go to the store with 5 scrap. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we could. It just wouldn't be the best idea. Could be an Artemis. We'll see. It's in position 1, and that's where a 2-power weapon has to be. We have a 3-power setup. That is an Artemis. Where's the Artemis going? Cool. Well, our shield bubble managed to save us from taking a point of damage. The value. And this is why we invest in shields. This is part of the reason, yes, that we invest in shields. And apparently it's why they invested in engines. Alright, since I actually launched on 2 damage, take a shot to see if they only had 1 shield bubble or didn't have any buffers. Oh, there was a lot of movement there. No? Alright, that's cool. Ethan Magic Brown, how's it going? Put that there. Was you back? Nah. Well, thank you. $14. All right. I mean, we're just saving up money now until we have enough to that it makes sense to go to a store. 6. I can't do that. 1, 2, 3, 6. But I only have 5. We could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that's a maybe. Like if we got something bonkers good that it would make sense to burn a jump and go to the store. Feels unlikely. Oh, hi there. Again, another reason it's good to have 2 shields. We will take their weapons offline because we are not safe. Alright, didn't get the dodge. We tried. We tried all that one time. And it's a Mantis doing repairs. Alright, that's cool. Not gonna really try doing a crew kill here. They have an NG to fix things. I don't, like, they don't have a lot of hull. There's nothing, like, really to abuse, and there's an asteroid field as well. Lieutenant Bell. $17. Let's wait for our oxygen to get back up. The fun of just waiting for the O2 to return. It's true. It's right there. All right, so we're at 86 scrap for the sector and some trades. Hey, Jigsy. Welcome, welcome. Going to the store with 36, potentially sells Artemis. Does hit a 50% threshold. Wow, that's interesting. Do we go to the store? So the Artemis sells for, if I remember correctly, 19, right? So we have 19 plus 36. Which means we could buy a heavy one if we sold it, a charge one, a burst one. We don't have to sell it to buy an ion stunner or an ion, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 weapons, right? It's going. We're just getting started. $55. What else does that? What else is on there? Like small bomb, it doesn't really help us. Not enough to buy a system. Is it worth blowing a jump to check the store? So if we go to the store, it's nothing. Then we get nothing. 1, 2, 3, then 4. 2 jumps going into the next sector. Let's say the low scrap rewards 18. Gosh, there's really is just it feels like it's too, like, giving up an Artemis for those other weapons, like, doesn't feel good. Like, yeah, the burst would be better. The charge would eventually be better. I wouldn't even get those online. I think backtracking a little bit offensively for a very small opportunity of, like, a weapon improvement, it's not worth it. Oh, great. Do I want to distress or do I just take an empty? I guess distress. Offer, sure. We have hull. $7. Hopefully this line is correct and it's not a dive. We don't have to recruit slavers. Totally would never do that, except for all the times that I totally did that to live. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a possible crew kill. Should we do the training thing? Cheat engine is weird. Like with the mod, it's very slow for some reason. Like, that's cheat engine on, but if I minimize the game on my side, also I'm gonna mute it. It's now faster. I don't know why that is. Oh, you can just console in speed? I actually don't know how to do that. I've never tried. Maybe that would explain it. Is it like tilde? Backslash for console. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Okay. Let's see. FTL backslash. No, that's forward slash backslash SP. No, nothing's popping up. Safe stations. 9? Oh well. Maybe it's a different key for the tournament. Oh, we might have had it like disabled for the tournament because letting people speed up things could be bad. Do distress beacons have? I actually don't know. I mean, I would say it would have to be like yes, just in terms of that. Distress beacon could be double rewards. It could just be a decoy fight, but except for abandoned sectors, it has to be something. It could just be trades. So like compared to an unknown beacon, where if you had long range scanners and you knew, say, like it was a ship, then ships are going to be better. All right, well, I'll do the last little bit of this and then we can try to get a crew kill here, exploiting the slow repair speed of the Mantis. Cool. I think pathing wise, I really didn't have like much of a choice. Yeah, 1, 2. So I mean, I was gonna go to the distress anyways. I'm so not used to having lines on my game. What are all these jukes? So much. All right, we can just have oxygen on. It's fine. I guess I could train you in shield, sort of, kind of. So they'll run out of oxygen in like 4 repairs, essentially. It's about 100 seconds for them to run out of O2, assuming that it is level 1. It is not. All right, that's another pip of hull that we're gonna have to take care of. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could use like Artemis once. And Steven has already done partial training. Wait, how can you have your name Steven? You're not a defense drone. That's not how that works. 2. There's a defense drone? Maybe. Apparently they're channeling their inner NG right now and trying to fix something. Oh, game audio is muted. Thank you. I totally forgot to switch it back. Oh. No. That was unfortunate. Just not properly toggling stuff. Yeah, I gotta execute better. So we dealt a damage more than I wanted to, and now we'll see. Once they get to 25, they should run for the med bay. That leaves the Mantis doing repairs, and they're gonna repair straight through. They actually get it done, I think. So what's funny is they go to heal at like 25. If the ship runs out of oxygen, then they won't leave. Oh yeah, so you're just staying there. Yeah, could have had it. Fire bad. 22. Could have been a crew kill. Alright, 115 scrap though, Sector 1. Thus far. Ugh. Alright, that's a little bit below average. NG sector. That's a lot of green. We go NGs. Less inclined. We do need a little bit more scrap. We want to hit 80 scrap before we touch a store, though again, we do have 19 in our pocket with the Artemis. But Uncharted is 1.5 stores. Actually, it's slightly less because it might just spawn without a store. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not gonna work. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gosh, if those had connected, then I had more options. Okay, so if I go here, I'm missing potentially 2 stores there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, I still can't do it. So I'm trying to see as many beacons as possible to increase the likelihood that we find a store. Okay, we skip all that. We just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That misses 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think either way I'm missing 3 jumps. Okay, we go 1, 2. We can backtrack to these jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3. So we go here, I get to see that beacon, I backtrack to see those. And then that's my only other beacon choice. So I haven't seen this one or this one. But if I push to here, technically I get to see all but one. Yeah. Okay. Got a burn to jump to see all the jumps. Intruder on deck. I just went scrap. Okay. Only a 1 in 3 that we take damage there. And since I'm not... This might not work out in our favor in terms of finding stores. Alright, fire didn't spread. Top option is a coin flip of you taking hull damage. But it's always a fight, so if you're like score running, option 1. Alright, we had 80. It's possible that the stores just line up for us and it's not actually a problem. Sure. Yeah. Of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this is forced. We go store, then to the quest. And then I'll take what... It's not force, but again, we're not going to be able to see all the beacons, so I have to take a store if I see a store. Hacking. Hacking is not ideal. Like, hacking is something we would generally want in a run, but I would actually much rather have a weapon right now. But we're not going to turn down hacking. Anything that helps us offensively. So, like, our first investment, almost with every single ship, our first investment is something that helps keep us alive. Buffer points, shield upgrades, engines running away, cloaking 3. Then you want to do something offensive. Normally that's buy a weapon. Hi, Windows. But hacking is another option. We'll do 1 repair. So, I guess I can't really get Jen in the store. I might as well take that beacon. No, I guess we can just go. 6.5 dozen the other. Makes it less likely that we're going to have enough money to go to another store, and I was thinking I just didn't want to get jammed on my... great. Okay, so there is another store. 1, 2... 3. That's not possible. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, if we get something like amazing in these 2 jumps, then we can use the store. It's possible that one of these is a store, but 2, 3, because it's an NG sector, that could be a store. Okay. Just keeping the possibility open. $8. We have not made money. We've made very less money. 2, 3. At least we'll get through the sector very quickly, because there was nothing here. Wow. So, let's talk about why I did that. I normally like sitting at more fuel. Chat knows I like sitting at more fuel. We had already hemorrhaged a lot of money. And we have green sectors upcoming. So if they're NG sectors, there's going to be multiple stores. Civilian sectors, multiple stores. Even if it's Zoltan. And we get nothing. So, like, running out of fuel isn't as scary because of that knowledge. And hoping for a good reward, which that is. That's really interesting. Again, it's very easy to just go, oh, we got a heavy laser, so that was a good choice. Two shielded ship that can't hurt us. Alright, a unidentified ship is badly damaged and still being assaulted by a space pirate. We'll try to be a hero. Alright, we have 6 drone parts, which is not enough drone parts for me to try and use drone parts for crew kills. That's fine. I mean, it's just an NG, right? NG's just gonna fix it. Okay, so now we're just mostly concerned with it running away. That's the other thing. If it runs away and I already blew my drone on just trying to get a crew kill, then, you know, it's hard to stop them from running. Eight. They were too low. Yay! I mean, aww. How unfortunate. And you're civilian. Let's go civilian. Civilians are generally the best sector in the game. You only go NG over civilian if you're, like, trying to avoid confrontations. Alright, early store, which we can't route cleanly through. Yeah, so, like, looking at, like, that sector, too, there was some interesting decisions we made. We found a routing to try and give us the best chance of finding stores. We got to a store. We were able to buy hacking, and then we had a decision, but because I paid attention to the upcoming sectors and knew that we would have store options, like, we could just be at, like, less fuel and worse. So few fights, yeah, NG sectors tend to be pretty low. And it, again, so my notes, which I have in my notes. Sector 1 is an average of 120 scrap plus like 28 scrap and free stuff. So you're looking at about 148 scrap, and then you should be at about 275 scrap average going into Sector 3. Where, let's see, 50, 100, 180, plus 25. We're at 205, 209. So we are 70 scrap behind, but heavy laser, like, heavy laser, because we're going to use it, it doesn't have scrap value. It has, like, the full value, I think, of, like, buying it. It still puts us about 50 scrap below where we wanted to be, but we're a Kestrel ship. We're the Kestrel anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then, again, now fuel is kind of spooky. All right, we go to the store just to buy fuel. I don't want to take trade offers. Plus, interesting. Okay, so we could push to get the flak, right? We sell Artemis, and that's 1965, 11. So we would have 8 scrap left over to buy 3 fuel, which I don't want to do. I kind of want to buy more fuel. I think I'm okay keeping the Artemis and this weapon setup with hacking and just buying the fuel and the battery. That way we have reactor for any potential ion storms we get into. And what's kind of a cool thing about battery is battery actually has value. So you buy a battery, right? And you're like, okay, I just bought 2 reactor for 35 bucks versus spending 45. But that holds true. So when you're trying to get late game reactor and it's costing you like 35 and 40 scrap, it's like, oh, well, that's what I just paid for a battery. So I go up to my patented 14. Actually, I patent 13. And then we'll go ahead and take the battery, except I need to go up to 13. So I had enough money for the battery. Wow, I've been doing that like at stores, not math and stuff, right? And if I stuck to 13, would have got the battery. All right, well, we're not getting the battery. That's just me making a mistake, not actually doing the math. Okay, you have hacking and a missile. We have to wait till their hack lands before we do anything. And a boarding bot? Okay, you're hacking O2. Let's see what kind of boarding bot it is. Ion intruder, which looks like it's going towards hacking. This is very bad. Because the ion shooter is going to land here, and then it's going to go into this system, and then it's just going to move back and forth between the two. So Leto or Artemis would fire first. Leto would prevent me from really being able to get through. So if I evasion hack, I only get in through 1 damage. Gosh, and we really can't run, right? Because our engines are hacked. And it's 3 power, so it's not like I get to keep the Artemis online. And I don't have weapons training. Gross. Why you gotta be this way, FTL? Battery would not have inherently made the situation any better. Well, I don't know, because battery's here, so maybe it gives us a coin toss that the intruder goes somewhere else. Okay. We could just swap to the Artemis and keep the burst laser online. Hack engines. And force the Artemis to... No, it's going to ion. I'm not going to get there in time. Okay, so it's going to ion hacking, so that's not a solution. The only thing it can interact with and slow down is if I hack drones, so I can try to blow up the drones before they get there, but that's a small percentage chance. It's like 38% or something along those lines, because it's like 15% plus... It's like, what? 15% per second of hacking after the first second of hacking per drone. So we do this. Buys us some time, plus we get to see, okay, so it's this. Like I said, it's so likely it's just gonna go over to here. We're gonna start trying to break out of our engines. Hopefully the stray shot takes us offline. Alright, am I double firing at weapons, or am I trying to take the drone offline? If I take the drone offline, like all the shots hit, then I can eat a Leto, and I'm probably fine. And then my weapons are alive. I don't know if I can wait to see if that lands or not. I should be able to. Okay, drones offline. Good dodge. Alright, I'm curious if they have a repair bot. They do not, and they have a Mantis doing repairs. Okay. Let's try to get this off our ship then. All right, let's think of what we want to hit next. So yeah, hack the weapons, buy ourselves some time, Artemis into here, with no buffers, forces this to go offline so our weapons are safe. Like, if it hits here, then we get ioned in the weapons, there's not a whole lot we can do. If we miss, then nothing changes. And we were just fortunate that this came offline. All right, if it goes shields, that gives them a third system that they have to repair. They pull the pilot. Keep weapons offline. Okay. They don't do anything. Ratman goes here. Just keep an eye on the situation. We're not taking that surrender. Oh, okay. That was what we call fun. That could have gone a lot of different ways. But I think we did the right thing. Took our time, made sure we understood what the fight was, what the risks were. Gave ourselves a chance because our weapons got to fire first, and because we kept the Artemis and didn't sell it for the flak, which we wouldn't have had online. We had way better options in this fight. That feels rewarding. Another store. Alright. There might be a third store, but I'm not really pushing for it. We'll just hop around a little bit. If it doesn't hack shields, we're safe. He said before it hacked shields. They're hacking my hacking. Alright, this is why you don't send your hack out when you're getting hacked, potentially, because it'll just blow up your hack drone. That's no good. Two crew moved. We got a fire in the shields room. Boy, that seemed really bad for them with the fires and the breach. They are okay. FTL, man. Good old FTL. Also, hold on a second. I realize output. We can, like, drop it to this. Probably don't need 5,000 kilobytes a second while playing FTL. Seems a bit overkill. Maybe. Crew kill potential. I don't know. Running potential. They're not running away. That's something you have to be mindful of with crew kills, or attempts at crew kills, is that, like, if they start running away, you went from trying to get more money to getting no money, and that can be a run. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, technically we get 1, 2, 3, 4, but I don't want to mess with that many. I don't want to cut it that close. Oh, you know what? Gosh, I am not thinking things all the way through. Okay, the ship is running. The ship is gross. Like, we gotta just... we gotta hop to the store and just buy a flak. Okay, so Artemis should be able to get through. Assuming everything stays up. We'll see what the beam does. Okay. Oh, that was dangerous, because they could have hit me in the hacking, and then my shots miss, potentially. Alright, this is clear. It doesn't hit the drones. Okay. Going to keep the Artemis live. They have no dodges. Ion is down, so that doesn't inherently matter. Shield's better than evasion here. 30% dodge versus just increased shields up. I have no idea. We'll stick with dodge for now. Gross. So if I hit, we're relatively safe. This could just take this offline and I'm still facing 3 shots. Okay, now this is, I think, statistically, this is better. What a fun fights! Chat, weren't these fights fun? Weren't they super cool and exciting? I thought they were fun and exciting. The whole maybe I'll die thing. Good stuff. Because we were here. Okay, no, we couldn't jump back for that. Okay, that's fine. Common part. However, your relief fades as a rebel. Yeah. Okay. It has cloaking. Probably essentially the same thing that we just did. I'm gonna snooze that and then we'll run at it. Okay, look at you back. Seems to. This is how it lets you know that it missed you. Level. That's a level 3 cloak. Okay, we're gonna see with the Leto hits. That's gonna kind of help determine what we're actually gonna hack. Okay, it's gonna hit our engines. We already had the hit miss detection, so that could potentially hit that. If we hack here, we fire a missile into this. This stays online, but maybe the burst gets in there. With this fire beforehand, then same thing already happens. We do have a store that we're angling for and 85 scrap, so I don't inherently mind spending the drone part. So we wait. All right, so let's see. This fire hits in this, then it does nothing. And it's gonna beat out our Artemis, because it's considered manned. And if we do 2 damage, this comes offline, and this has to stay online. Guns aren't inherently the problem. Yeah, I can't fire my weapons any sooner anyways. Alright, we'll do this and just take their weapons offline then. Okay. Everything is fine now. See, everything's fine. You just take your time. All right, I gotta say, fight assessment still pretty on. Still on lockdown here. That's it's reassuring. Totally should have swapped off of this. It's okay. Actual in-fight execution, not 100%. Let's stop them from cloaking, and we can just end this fight now. Cool. All right, it's gonna run 3-minute ad, so I'll just let it do that, and then we'll come back. Feel free to do whatever in the 3 minutes. Thanks for hanging out on a slightly impromptu FTL stream. Gosh, these 3-minute breaks are actual, like, 3-minute breaks now. I think this works better, though. Like, if you need something to do for 3 minutes, then, like, that's, like, more time than the 90 seconds, and I feel it's, like, way less intrusive than having to stop every half hour. Boy, does that not look centered. Yeah, no, that wasn't. Okay, Off by all the pixels. Just all the pixels. Alright, 2 jumps, we hit the store with 108 scrap minimum. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We might be able to get another one. Like, if we could find cloaking. Getting 42 scrap is a lot to ask for. I don't know. Cloaking might be a little too much. Like, that's just a little too much money to spend. And instead, we just try to get a snack. I don't even think I have snacks right now. I would have to make you like a waffle. And by make you, I mean Kellogg. Kellogg would make you a waffle. It actually already has. I just have to aggressively thaw it. I don't think we do any other upgrades, though. Then I went to... Oh, see, this is what I knew was going to happen. I think repairs are the same. I'm just going to ignore. It's a little bit unfortunate. Just because, again, I wanted more scrap to have more interesting ideas. Draw straws. We never surrender our crew to slavers, except for all the times that I totally did. Slavers are high scrap rewards. So this is 9 seconds, 9 and 9, 18. This is 17 seconds. I don't know if this fires fast enough that it catches it, like, on the other side. Like, the beam starts, and then this hits the shield. No. Okay. Cool. But once we hit weapons with singular time, we're safe. Of course it's an NG. Why wouldn't it be an NG? No. I want money. Eventually we do want crew, but they're not a priority right now. High scrap reward from slaver ship, please. 29. 2. Okay. Backup battery. It returned. Another heavy laser. What's the... Okay, 75 scrap, which means it's a repair bot. You know, Farb suggested that this would, instead of a repair bot, this should be like an anti-drone, and I was like, that would actually be kind of cool. Because repair bot isn't really something you want for most ships. Alright, there's also not a teleporter. I mean, boarding, Artemis. Name a more iconic duo. Okay, if I do this, I have $52, which means we'd be short on the chain laser. I would rather have the 2 shots than the heavy, but we still have the Artemis in play. Or I could just sell the Artemis. Alright, let's see what this takes a look again. So we sell Artemis for 19. We have burst, chain, and heavy laser. So it slows down our volley, but we have hacking to compensate for that. Or we could just take the heavy laser, which is just +1 shot. It's a little bit easier to get online, and our volley stays quick. We will be going up against 3 shielded ships in a few jumps. The other thing is also just I probably would want to get a reactor and perhaps even hack 2 online, so we can just hack 2 shields and then just fire everything into their weapon system if need be. buy battery also thins the item pool out a little bit. Okay, I want my 2 fuel. Make sure we do that. Alright, so if I buy battery, which is like 35 scrap, I have 46 scrap, so I could still get a weapon online. Before the sector ends. Getting a weapon online cost me exactly 35 scrap, so let's do repairs. Site over repair. I'm kind of reluctant to just go ahead and get the weapon online now. I just feel like I don't need it for this sector. That might be a mistake. Could run into the Zoltan ship. It's not like we want to spend scrap at a store, and we're going to have to get the weapon online against, like, 3 shielded ships. I guess it's like, if I get absolutely nothing, then it might make more sense to go for the hacking upgrade. That seems really unlikely. So, like, there's these, like, choices, right? Where normally I call it, like, walking before you run. Where you don't want to rush to get, like, a bunch of offense online early, because it's just, like, overkill. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get both these glaive beams online right now. And then the enemy ship just has cloaking. And you're like, oh, I wish I had cloaking or hacking or something to deal with that. And then you just kind of, like, die. Yeah, I guess it's defensive. This is defense of our weapons getting hit. Plus we're going to get it online. Yeah, I think it actually makes sense in this spot. Like, that's just what our next priority is going to be. Regardless if there's, like, an upcoming store. Unless we get, I don't know, like, we could get, like, a whole bunch of free stuff. We could just get a whole bunch of free stuff, and then I'm like, man, you know, if I just kept a little bit of money... Ion 2, Ion basic laser. So it's itself isn't too much of a threat, but it does have cloaking and 2 shields. It is also high scrap rewards. The other consideration was drone parts, but we are at 8. See, this is another thing is upgrading this. Yeah. This is kind of spooky. So, you know, like, I didn't, you know, looking at the fight, it's like, all right, they clearly have a lot of ions. That could be very bad. They could potentially stack, but this isn't a very dangerous weapon. And then just, like, watching how quickly they eliminate the shields, you reassess. That it's going to be way too disruptive. Good dodges. It would just be way too... They would apparently just be able to, like, overpower our shields. And then if they start hitting stray systems, there's not as much stuff we can do. Plus the cloaking. Again, a potential fear of them trying to run away. Wow, 15% evasion, and they dodge 60%. Okay. that's valid. We're still okay against their 2 shots, so we don't have to press on the weapons. Instead, we make them sitting ducks. No. Alright, we'll just get to the exit. And we got $46, which can go into, like I said, hacking 2. This feels okay. I don't know, hacking 2, or you could go weapons again and then get the like Artemis online, but I think if we're in a situation where the Artemis has like really strong value, we'll just swap off a heavy laser to the Artemis. And then just use hacking accordingly. What is your specialty? 20 bucks? Get out of here. 20. No, thank you. Not a priority. Civilian. You know, for going to, what, 2 civilian sectors now. We started a civilian, had another civilian. Oh, I do have the thing to sell, though. Never mind. We're just going to sell it. It's another reason why, like, late in the sectors, you wait till you get to the next sector before you make decisions. I wonder if that's going to be the store, too. Okay, so those... Oh, this is a total dead end. Alright, this is why it's important to map your sectors and why I hate giant text boxes, because it does actually make it a little bit harder to make those determinations. Alright, so we go like 1, 2... Actually, I guess we just give up on that beacon. Anyways. But yeah, like, there's always a possibility of getting early stores. So, like, all your decisions, try to... The more things you account for, like, the better it's going to be, though that can be, like, overwhelming. And I think this is where, like, experience and just getting through runs, and you can kind of go, like, huh, I feel a certain way about where the stores are. Not like I know where the stores are going to be, but in terms of, like, making the decisions, like, subconsciously your brain is processing things, and it's like, it's okay where you're at right now. Everything's fine. But, like... Because we don't know where stores are going to be, like, planning around, like, all my stores are early or all my stores are late, right? And between those 2 extremes, making, like, decisions in how you spend your money. Like, okay, well, if there's an early store, would I want money for it? Yes. If it's both late stores, do I need, like, upgrades? Teleporter, which I can't afford. Don't think so. Maybe. Okay. Is this the store? No. So the store is going to be... Could be there, which I probably just don't have that much money for. Part of me is tempted to get the hole. And then our weapon system is just completely done because we have the burst, the hull, 2 heavy lasers. But I think that's like a later game addition that we just don't need now. Like, I can't get it online with what I have without doing upgrades to here. Defense drone. That's sort of interesting. But I have to sell something to get it online. Hey, Tic Tac. Hey, Tic Tac viewers, how's it going? I'm playing a little bit of FTL. I almost said shout out FTL, and that is... Well, you're pretty close to FTL. I mean, initial-wise. Why not Tick Lactho? We could go... No, that was clearly... Are we fat rolling? We're a little behind. We're a little bit behind, but I think we're okay. We are playing Kestrel A. We haven't picked up any crew yet. We're in Civilian Sector 4 early store with limited prospects on, like, once we hit this beacon, we've essentially seen all, like, the potential store beacons. Alright, so I want my 13 fuel. I always want my 13 fuel. Yeah. I think it's just better to get our hacking up now. And then a lot of microing. We could go hacking power. What's our power situation? Battery turns this on, turns that on. If we had an even number, hey Blue Heart, if we had an even number of reactor, I would actually go ahead and buy the other reactor so that we had, if these were ion storms, we would have more power to allocate for those fights. But because we don't, I kind of don't want to do it. And like I said, we could get a little bit jammed on stores. Let's go get hacking too. We could do additional repairs. 24. I'm a 22 or a 23, so 24 is like a lot of fuel. 2 for 5 missiles. No. 1, 2. All right, if I go 1, 2, is there's exactly, then we can like backtrack through this beacon. Because again, it's gonna be likely that our stores are here. Great. We can do this the easy way. Why micro when you can just do this instead? One thing people like really, I would generally prefer Clone Bay as well, but people will swap off to it because they just think it's like a complete total positive. But it does have some downside. It is so much easier to defend your ship with a med bay. Like, you can just stack crew and then and trade against anything and you're fine. Where Clone Bay, you can kind of get overwhelmed. Let's go. Hey, McQueen. How you be? Gonna let our oxygen get back up, because it's turned off for most of our fights. The reason I don't buy reactor is so that I have more money for stores, and I'm a firm believer of what you can do with micro, do with micro, instead of spending scrap. So like early on in FTL, it makes sense to like buy door upgrades, because dealing with borders is a lot. Like early on wise, it is pretty overwhelming when you have to pay attention to crew on your ship, your enemy crew on your ship, what you're doing to the other enemy ship if they're running. If they have drones, there's just like a lot of information, can kind of be overwhelming. So like a door upgrade makes a lot of sense, but as you get better at FTL, you'll be like, oh, well, I can just run this crew to doors, and then I can either use venting or trading or kiting. I have a lot of options at my disposal. That way I have more money for stores. So this time it doesn't really work. Kind of. We also turn off our oxygen so our ship vents faster. Make sure that's locked down. So we see that there's 2 crew in our doors, because there's this little punchy punch thing here. And what we're trying to do is make sure that they don't damage our piloting. So we're venting aggressively enough that that shouldn't happen. Okay. So there's 4 crew. We do want to give them a room to go into that has oxygen in it, so that they don't just sit in a room punching down systems. Wait. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I miscounted crew. Nope, we're fine. Boarders don't like staying in oxygenless rooms. Unless they're Lanius. So we can use that to our advantage. But if, like, they have no options, they will punch stuff. Like, it's a kind of common mistake early on for Lanius ships where people are just like, cool, I just turn off all the oxygen on this ship. Because that's, like, better for dealing with boarders. It's really not. And what ends up happening is they just kind of sit in a room and they punch it, and you can't control the airflow to get them to move. So it actually is a bit of a disadvantage. And the other thing is both those ships, the Lanius ships, start with crew that do need to breathe. 40 scrap in a store. Seems unlikely to be any good for us. Could be a third store, though. Like, this could be a store. We haven't checked that beacon. It's possible that that is also a store. So, like, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back that way. So in an ion storm, we have the burst this. We can power this temporarily. I guess that's okay. Try to improve my reactor. Okay, that's 25 scrap. That's 20 scrap, I think, to do ship upgrades.
Crower Cluck.
Hello, Farb. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the Murder Most Foul. It's a lot of months. I kind of don't care about the drone parts. Missiles are kind of okay. The fuel is pretty gross. Particularly, so... Gosh, we have this store. We're in Sector 4? It means from the left. So on the left side of the screen, that's where the enemy ships are coming from. And so you have to keep trying to make your way to the right side. But the value... Yeah, we don't get that store, so I can't. So we've already seen one store. That's store 2. There might be a third store. It would be there or there or there. And we're not going to be able to see that beacon, so I can't. I don't want to get down to 8 fuel. I know those 2 aren't stores, so the idea is 1, 2, 3. We'll get to see if that is. Okay. Try to get back from the hose lie. Surely you would not strand them in space? Oh no 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 no! They're not stranded. I mean they're. I don't. Can you strand a body? Okay. I'm unhappy about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, is this an Artemis? Alright, Artemis isn't inherently taking down the Zoltan Shield any faster than the burst, so that's fine. But I think after our volley, we're going to swap to it. Because we're probably hacking weapons, and just gonna try and pelt them with Artemis. I have a slight delay before I need to get the second shield up. to more charge my FTL. Okay, that's good. This is bad, so that definitely is an Artemis. 2 damage. Okay. Protect the Artemis. Protect the Artemis. I totally missed that. That was bad. That's already gonna hit. Okay, this is fine. Hack their weapons. And... still gonna focus on running. We've had some like really thinky thunk fights. We kind of got jammed in sector 2, bailed out that I traded down to 10 fuel to get, and I got a free heavy laser. Like that really helped. But we've had like we had a fight where they had like a missile, an ion intruder that landed into hacking, and they also hacked our engines. And so some of these fights have kind of been thinky thunk. So we got the Salt and Shield down. We hacked their weapons to buy ourselves more time. Wow, that's an ion bomb too. Okay. Kinda want to repair shields. Probably should have thought about that before I sent the drone. Like, that was just a waste of time. That I could have been doing something else. Do I need weapons charged, or do I want this shield online? So we're gonna hack him for 7 seconds. We might be able to get this fixed. Yeah. Cool. Okay. 1 shield is good enough, and then we can send everybody back now. Okay. That fires. Get the dodge. We turn our shields off so the ion bomb doesn't target our shields, hopefully. So we keep staying alive. That also works. Neat. I love these fun little things. All the little details. I don't know. I don't know if this is now a crew kill. So with their weapons hacked, their repair speed is halved, and it's already halved because they're Mantis. So Mantis take 25 seconds to fix a system. So essentially it's 50 seconds to do any repairs whatsoever. Oh, if I let them in, oh, they got to maintain it. That's kind of funny. What weapon do they get online? Ion bomb. Okay. They're gonna run out of oxygen, though, and they're gonna die in this room. It's actually fine to hit shields. Less fine. Now we wait. One of the other keys, FTL, is taking your time. winning fights quickly can sometimes be good in terms of, like, you kill them before they are able to hurt you, but sometimes just being patient, that's pretty amazing. Thanks for the NG Tic Tac. I appreciate it. Maybe it was Farpoos up. No, I refuse to believe that. That seems very far-fetched. Far-fetched. Got him. Alright, let's see if we can hold on without having to buy anything and maybe float enough scrap to just buy cloaking. I don't land far too lazy. Aww. That's so unlikely to be a store. I would rather not get caught in an ion storm with low reactor. As much as I like to bulk up for a store before we get there. It's engine time and then engine all over the place. Hey, we all know about that 2 NG ship quest. Attack pirates. Alright, looks like a single shield bubble will do for the island. We do island? Ion. Ion! It's called an ion. We're gonna hack their weapons. 9 drone parts. Mantis, NG go help. Just need to do 2 damage to their weapon system to be safe. With this distraction, we're actually kind of slow. Of course, they don't have anybody on here. There's like a world where we could like get our weapons to fire and land before they have a chance to shoot this to see if maybe we don't have to hack the weapons. But if that's a Hermes, then yeah, that could fire. Those are dead weapons. Okay, they have 3 crew because the Borden came back and moved to engines. So even though we're in a nebula, we still actually have information about their crew. Alright, so they have an NG, a Mantis, and a Zoltan. The Zoltan's about to be on very low health. Let's see. We should be able to kill the NG. Almost. Alright, so the Mantis is currently... Oh no, it's charging. Yo, not cool. It's dead, right? It had 8 health when it went over. It just took 15. So it's dead. It's just taking the time for the clone bay to register that they're actually dead. Sick. Sensors. I don't need no sensors. I don't need no sensors. I don't need no sensors. Hi! Oh, this could go exceptionally well. Like, we might just be safe before they have a chance to even fire. That's great. We win. Do we have training? We do! That's how we got that done. So, auto ships, all their systems that can be manned are considered to have manned bonuses on them. So they have a little bit more dodge, and their weapons charge a little bit faster. And if you hack the system, they actually still also have the man bonus. You have to actually damage the system. Censorship. Oh, I see what you did there. And I'm proud of it. Try to help. Hi! Boy, those are weapons. Okay. Tell me you want to get hacked in the weapons without telling me you want to get hacked in the weapons. Okay, they poured into my O2. Double humans. Alright, never mind. We will vent aggressively. Turn off oxygen. We'll hold. We could go for a desync here. So desyncing is that we let the flak fire, and then we do a level 1 hack so that it's not synced up with the burst. They do only have 2 shields to our 5 projectiles, and so if we do a 7-second hack, we should get like 2 volleys off anyways. Or close enough to it. That was unfortunate. Hopefully that those extra volleys come in. This extra volley comes in clutch. Particularly since I don't have additional dodge right now. Ah! There we go. I fixed it. Alright, time to be patient again. 4 fires and a clone bay with plenty of hull. Well, essentially, they'll just burn themselves out. Fun! See, isn't this fun? Watching them slowly burn to death. They boarded my ship again. Do I want to just kill them? It's an option. Did everyone point out the airlock on the enemy ship? You haven't noticed it? This? Yeah, it's the only ship that has an airlock for the enemy ship. They don't know how to open or close doors. Wow, that must be level 3 oxygen because this... So fires like drain O2 from the rooms, and 4 fires drain a lot of oxygen. Which is why, like, if you punch open doors on enemy ships, they don't know how to close them. Even if they have a door system. The only exception being is if you breach their ship, then they can close, they can close doors. It's a fun little failsafe. Alright, this got back on fire. Like I said, this is just, again, this has to be level 3 for this to not burn down. And the other thing about clones, so, well, of course it's the AI operating them, not a human. So their health gets low, they can't heal up unless they die. So with a fire on their ship, they take a bunch of damage and then they're like, oh, my health is too low, and then they just run away. And so now the ship just like I said, it forces itself to burn down. They really just don't even have anything here. And each time a system burns all the way down, they'll only lose 1 hull. So they got 4 rooms left. Plenty of hull. So we do a little speed hack time. Could. But I don't think they're long for this world. I seldom use it for crew kills. I'm not opposed to using it for crew kills, or like aside from training it, I'm honestly much more likely just to use it to get my oxygen back up. Like, I'm so paranoid about speed hacking getting me killed. It was I think it was Raka who pointed it out, you know, where people who don't want to use mods, and I understand like that why that is. And the speed hacking mod and the advantage of it being a time saver, but it gets people killed. Some people have died because they had speed hacking. Cool. He said cool when their ship was all on fire. Yeah, whatever. Nice layout. Could be a store, though. To prevent the alert. That's kind of funny. Attack the automated ship. What are you hacking? You gotta tell me what you're hacking first. You're hacking my hacking. Alright, that's really rude. I'm gonna hack your weapons. If I can. Oh, well, that's not long for this world. Oh, no, no, no. Ha ha ha. Level 2. Level 2. I remember Dudes played Slug B, and he was speed hacking. His clone bay was destroyed, but he repaired it just before the slug still inside and permanently died. So permanently died anyways, because he was speed hacking. When I clipped it, he was so upset. Upset at you for clipping it, or upset that it happened? Should be upset. Both. I think that's proper motivation. You don't want people to clip things, don't do them in your channel. That's so awful. No, there's definitely lines not to be crossed. It's one of the things I do actually, for like bigger broadcasters, where it's like, you make 20 brilliant plays in an audience of 100, perhaps 1,000, and nobody clips any of it, and then you make a mistake and 20 people clip it for you, and it's just like, come on, come on, come on, give me a little bit of love, just a slight, little something something maybe. We want to make sure you remember every mistake that you made. That does sound funny. I mean, speed hacking deaths just like have to be clipped. Well, okay, wait. Speaking of experience, from which experience as somebody who's had a lot of people clip a mistake, or as a person who likes to clip people's mistakes? When you're trying to both. Oh, seems your up key is stuck and is repeating past messages. You should probably get your keyboard looked at. Okay, no cloaking. They do have mind control, and they got a not a Hermes. This is a breach missile. Slugs. Their only bomb are fire bombs. Their only small missiles are Artemis, and their only large missiles are breach missiles. We attack them though, because slaver ships are always high rewards. Unless you crew kill them, then you can get like free crew and medium reward or high rewards. So what that means is our weapons are totally gonna fire first. And we check our crew's health to see what level MC it is. Ratman. Oh, Ratman's betrayed us. Wow. Who could have seen that one coming? We're just gonna slowly vent them out. So at level 1 MC, like it lasts just long enough essentially to destroy a system. So if you just move them or you take like 2 punches from them, then they won't break anything. Alright, I would like for you to not run. Just kidding. Eek. Alright, 3 shots. If I do 4, this is broken. It's hacked. They're not going to be able to repair it in time, and I would be able to shoot their missiles again, and I don't have to be concerned about them running away. Alright, we took 1 punch. We took our 2 punches. This is fine. They will not break the system now. And it's the slug ship, so they do have a slug repair gel. Where? Here. The off shots of it. So, what was it? I can't remember which of my runs, but... Oh no, it would have been the NGB run where I had, my weapons were like hull 2, heavy 1. That's not really what you want to have. You don't really want to have 5 shots. And the ship was running away, and I needed to sort of split the shots so that like the heavy 2 took down shields and broke their piloting, and then my heavy 1 hit their weapons. So I delayed it, and they're both like on the ship. They're synced. They're side by side. I delayed it, and it still actually arrived before the first of the heavy 2. And that meant that they took double tap to their piloting, which was completely unnecessary, and their weapons were still alive. And almost killed my crew because of it. Those were spooky times. So we should probably go ahead and heal our crew up. We can do that. So it allows us to fight cloaking. We can just go into weapons and have Artemis online. Like, hacking level 3 which just really isn't necessary right now. Just in case this is like some dumb grow ship before we get into the next sector. There's no reason to hoard scrap. Yeah, alright. Zoltan or slugs? Go slugs. Interestingly, I find cloaking is annoying, but it's not as bad as Zoltan shields. Because like one thing that cloaking can do is actually like delay the enemy weapons from firing. So it can potentially make fights not as dangerous. Alright, so 2 nebula store. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be... Oh, no, I could see all those beacons, though. 7, 8... Yeah, that actually works. Alright, everyone's in positions. We did our upgrades. Let's go. We have 7 drone parts, 21 hull. 8 fuel. Feels a little bit low. They hacked my O2. So a lot of people will upgrade their O2. Again, I think if you micro, it's less of a problem. It may be a problem. Like if your weapons are really weak, then it's something worth considering. Lemony Rose! Hello, welcome, welcome. Shut up. Rose and crew. How's it going? You got out of the basement? Wow. Is this a special occasion? So if you have a medical unit, you can keep your crew in the med bay, and they don't take health loss, they don't gain health, they just kind of sit in suspended animation, and you're fine. This has been so long. Yeah. We're doing, playing a little bit of FTL hard mode. We're running Kestrel A. Just for fun. Alright, so they have 3 shots. It's a little spooky, and of course they have cloaking. So there's nothing we can do initially. And that's a firebomb. Because that's all they can have. Yeah, welcome everybody, one and all. In the basement. Well, it wasn't that long ago. Continue. I'd rather have my hacking than them disable, like, my hacking to have my O2 online. Alright, this fires 1 shot, and then this fires 2 shots, and this is 10 seconds, and this is 13 seconds, so our shields will recover in time and not be a problem. We might be able to get away without actually having to hack anything. Let's find out. I know my place. And we do have an NG. Okay. We're safe. Our weapon's charging. Now their weapons are completely offline. See, everything's fine. Getting everything up. What were you? No, I don't want to know what was happening in the basement. I'm totally going to assume everything was fine. Just normal basement things. Breach. Shot. 45% O2. We only start taking damage at... Cool. I was playing Norland. It's like RimWorld, but medieval RimWorld? Cool. I've not yet played RimWorld, but I have seen a little bit of it. But it needs some work, and I'll try again. Fair. It is interesting how, because I'm old, like games, like they released and that was it. That's all you got. You know, they couldn't update your Super Nintendo cartridge or your whatever Sierra LucasArts game you had. Now it's all like digital, and so you can just kind of release things in whatever state they are and get around to making them actually work or adding enough content to them. Literally get it together in place in RimWorld. Back in my day, the modems were very, very loud because they had to call the internet and ask them if they were busy. I mean, we just hop to the store. We just keep following the routing that we already kind of mapped out. Good old sector routing. That's cool. Lack of systems, not so much. All right, second store. So those are both of our nebula stores. It is possible that one of these non-nebula beacons is a store. All right, so they're gonna sell me a minimum of 3 fuel, so I want at least 2 fuel. I buy this, and then late game is burst 2, charge 1, double heavy laser. I do believe that works. I like having like in-game weapons already. Again, we're just looking for cloaking to kind of seal victory in, hopefully. Teleporter and drone control. Long-range scanners. Gross. Teleporter is kind of an interesting call here. We do have hacking already. We do have an Artemis missile. We just don't really have, like, boarding crew. But if you have hacking and missiles, it kind of doesn't matter so much. And it would give us a way to crew kill phase 1, which is really nice. Could also go just drone control so we have an answer to missiles, which is also very reasonable. I'm not as concerned with crew killing as a potentially just like really annoying missiles. In case we don't find cloaking, it would be a good alternative. So let's take a good alternative. Let's get to our 14 fuel, and then let's buy a smattering of drone parts. So in case there are the occasional fights that you have to actually run 2 drones, we can do so without feeling bad. And that's all we get from here. I'll buy 2 repairs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. We don't buy long-range scanners because I don't like long-range scanners. I have several videos explaining that. Yeah, but this isn't streaking or anything. Just it's what I used to do with FTL is try to get a cycle, which is winning in hard mode with all 28 different ship layouts in a row, no losses. But this is a mod for tournaments play, where people can play seeded runs against each other. And it has some impact on how the game works, so I don't count it for long range scanner. Wow, really? But they're so bad. They're so bad. Burst 3, that. Technically, we fire first, so we can just engine hack here and do 6 damage to their weapon system. And we can win. Normally I like to hack their weapon system and then destroy their O2 to get a crew kill, but... Double Mantis? That's illegal. I do need the speed, so those 2 will join. I only need this to be level 1. Power the med bay. Alright, we'll send you to the med bay. We're going to change their routing so they're attacking the already partially harmed. And put this up front. And then we'll move this back. We'll still be firing the projectiles from here, though. It's totally fine. That's how guns work, maybe. Cool. Alright, so their weapons are completely destroyed. We can go ahead and move into here. And with this vented, they should move into the med bay. Nice. Everything's going according to plan. And again, it's almost possible to get a crew kill if like a fire had started here. Took 6 damage, 7 damage kills a normal crew. Probably was an NG. Probably. Ad break. Twitch. Oh right, yeah, that whole part of the ship is venting. I might have to, like, move the doors around. Cool, they reboarded us. I say cool because now we're gonna try and kill them on our ship. And they only sent 1. So ideally what happened is the NG is dead and this room's on fire because it like burned this room down, and that means that the fire is going to be spreading to the O2 and then they'll die and we'll get a crew kill. What a perfect time to actually have an ad. See, maybe Twitch knew that there was going to be nothing going on. That was weird. Why did they swap? So they boarded us 2 times, which is all they can do, unless it's an event boarding. Oh, they're fixing stuff. That is not okay. Their O2 didn't burn down? This room might be on fire, though. Maybe. I've lost track of how many crew they actually have on their ship. So there's one in here doing repairs. There's one here. So there should be one in piloting. And they should all be Mantis. Well, I don't know. If the NG took a lot of damage and then the room caught on fire and then left. Hello, Clay. Some inflammatory rhetoric. You know who I am. I'm Crow Ravel. That's who I am. The meta of FTL is whatever I say it is. If you don't like it, well, you're free to disagree. I'm tired, but other than that, doing all right. How about yourself? It's an ion bomb. Could you not? So there was triple movement. So there's definitely 3 crew left alive. I don't think there's any fires. How are there no... This burned down, and then it got put out? No? The Optimus Prime Lego set? Cool. Okay. So that was interesting. So we saw a crew move all the way to shields. That should not happen. That means that this situation has reached a point of critical failure. So there has to be a fire in here, and they can't put it out because their health is too low. Because there's no way this gets priority over that. And so now they're moving back into here because there's no oxygen. Okay, 19 health. I have to shoot them twice. This crew's probably at 25 health. I'd also have to shoot them twice. What happens if I shoot the O2? Is there a way I can get a crew kill here? It's a cool set so far. Nice. Yeah. I was tempted, but I figured my Voltron would be jealous of it, and I just didn't want to deal with, you know, roommates acting up. I don't know. We could test. We could find out. Maybe that kills? What about Bumblebee? There's a Bumblebee set? See, that I did not know. Oh yeah, I can't fire weapons that slow. Do we have training? Okay. Okay, so the crew had the health that I thought they did, but again, if the room's not on fire, there's no crew kill here. There just isn't. Well, one last chance. Cool. We could break the O2. It starts a fire. Because there's no oxygen in here, the system doesn't burn down. Ever play Consider Project Zomboid? I did! We did play Project Zomboid. There's a really great clip of me driving excellently. The most excellent driving you ever saw when I played Project Zomboid with Papa Neat and Elad. Yeah, it was just hilarious how good and professional my driving was. It was top notch. Alright, well, we tried and failed. And then I rearranged my weapons and wasted a missile. Why do I feel that was... wow, now who's biased, huh? The answer is you. You're biased. Look, if I wasn't crying at the time, it, like, would have been perfect. Just saying. Oh, nice! 20 scrap and something to sell. That's a terrible weapon. So we're still trying to farm up 150 bucks to get cloaking. Distress call appears. We always attack the Mantis ship here. Always. Burst 1, burst 2, and a missile. Gross. Mash. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Technically, you could have used that in Elden Ring. There's a lot of free weapons in that game. Is desyncing smarter here? Probably. But again, we get double volleys. Are you guys be dummies and you attack different doors? FTL's the best. It's just the best. That's good. Could be better. Could maybe be better. This is the Elder Ring. I don't want spoilers. What we're doing right now? No. See the look of enjoyment on my face? That's how you know it wasn't the DLC. Oh, that's funny. Alright, let's see what's happening on their ship. Fine. Yeah. Well, also, it is a fairly new game, so talking about it when you're playing like another game is a little bit, sussy. Sussy? Is that correct? Did I use the terminology that all the cool kids use correctly? Of course I did, because I'm a cool kid. The Mantis defeated. You contact the weak and select vessel. You see, they begin. We are most grateful, but we do not currently have liquid assets to reward you at this time. Oh, are you offering me sincere gratitude? Finish them. Hey, cool. It didn't take that many shots. Nice. We got $39 more. We found the money. Oh, I have the chain iron to sell. Sure. Buffer. Glaive beams can kind of start being a thing. And if I don't have 3 shields, they just hurt. Ask to see the goods. Continue. I understand. And then forget this. 50-50 for a fight. Aww. Alright. There are worse outcomes. Buy a weapon. Yeah, you have to be really, really, really desperate for this because they can just take your $45 and give you nothing. We're gonna attack them. Close the doors. Do shenanigans. Oh my gosh, so many raids. Hello, Mins. How's it going? It's triple raids, actually. I think. Yeah, Tic Tac Foe raided us. Rose raided us. Mins raided us. It's a good gamut of individuals to follow. Okay. Welcome, Rothschild. I mean, we could just engine tack. Engine tack is guaranteed 6 damage to weapons, which is them not working. Assuming I put my shields up. Is 4 damage enough? Almost. Leave me alone. I don't wish to fight you on my ship. Back to your ship. It is... Alright, I don't know if I was saying anything about the sensors and not needing them. I totally don't, but it would actually kind of be helpful to know what's going on. Look at all that movement. So some crew are healing, some crew are trying to do repairs. I'd assume the O2 is on fire. Only level 1 piloting? This is also on fire. But they have a rock, and of course the rock is immune to fire damage. I don't know. Let's bring oxygen back on our ship. Did they not assign the rock to deal with the fires? That's silly. No, you sent the rock to board. Oh, that's okay. That was a really interesting decision to make. Alright, I don't know what's going on. All these people, these wonderful, wonderful people are raiding me. Hello, Cass. You're doing some Pokemon. The quad raid, yeah, I know. Absolutely legendary. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of FTL. Bit of a palate cleanser. Now we're just waiting. Oh, they fixed it. That's not allowed. Boop. So they do have a medical unit. I have no idea what their makeup of their crew is right now. They board with a rock and a human, then they only just board with a rock. How did not able to get all the way? Die horribly. Oh no! Dying horribly sounds bad. Oh, they board with a rock and a human. I couldn't be a mantis repairing because the mantis should have had priority when boarding. Sure is taking a long time to fix things. Could be that they're just in the med bay and it's level 1, and so because they're not healing, they can't leave to get out. You could test. Because they should be out of oxygen. Oh, also, they only have 2 shields. It was a level 1 med bay. nice. 32 scrap. Cool. Is there... No, yeah, no, there's no chance of a store. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gosh, do I want to lose a jump to just get a beat on that being a store? Technically, that would be the correct play. Because, like, once we get cloaking, we just win. I'm attacking you? 11, 13. So we're good for a couple volleys. We're safe for a little bit, so we shouldn't have to use a drone part. Maybe. Maybe. Evasion of a mongoose. Hello. Alright, so they're off by 2 seconds, off by 4 seconds, 6 seconds. Level 2 oxygen? Oh my gosh, that's just cheating, really. I mean, I don't want to call you cheaters, but you're totally cheaters. Just thought you should know. This is kind of getting a little bit spooky now. Alright, no, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. It's totally under control. Are you okay? I was concerned. Yeah. We're just having a, you know, just a good old, fun, old-fashioned FTL run. We're not streaking or anything. There's no added pressure, other than the excellence that I command myself to perform at all times. $41. I do have things to sell. We can go ahead and get third shield. Should we be against TOS? No. I got a hot tub. Or inflatable pool. It's fine. It's totally okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, my doors. Okay, firebomb. Okay, your weapons kind of timeout. I will hack them. Here we will go. I don't even know, I don't actually read that. Like, I'm so vanilla. Nice. And they have slug repair gel. I probably should get my third shield up, though, before the burst actually fires. Yeah, that was a good idea. Those are just the kind of genius plays you expect. Putting your shields up. Hacking their weapons. Really? I mean, they're gonna be dead, which is kind of convenient, assuming that they actually die. Okay. And not running away. This might be one of the ones just not actually running away. Yeah, so this, like I said, this file has been modded for tournament play, and I just was too lazy to, like, do all the downloading, reloading, and all the file shifting to convert it to normal. So, it just doesn't count for anything. $40. Hey! 1, 2... That was the store we were looking for. That's why scouting sectors is important. Okay. Nice. But... I mean, I really don't need it. Like, we really just don't need it. What's different about tournament play? Well... there's the potential that there's like some oddities, which I think like on easy mode, like if you dive, you have to fight an ASB, which is not the case. If you dive on an exit in easy mode, there is no ASB. Normal dives or like other beacon dives, there will be, unless they're nebula ones and then they're ion storms. Anyways, but that's like a change for some reason. And for the last sector, the last stand, beacons are not like randomly overtaken. So I am far less likely to need to dive in the last sector. Like, I didn't even get a chance to use it. It's only one more shot. I don't know, 6 and 2 is kind of great. And then how many jumps before we get out of the sector? 1, 2, and 3. Like, we could. It's whatever. Alright, weapons are amazing. Take an extra drone part just to stick at 12. Crew is pretty acceptable. So yeah, like I know I speed hack. I would argue that is predominantly just a quality of life, but altering not having to dive, which also means that you're going to get more scrap on average out of the sector, is a pretty significant difference. Pretty significant. All right, so I just need to make $40 minus 25. I need to make $15. I could do that before the next store. That's all we need. Hi, no one can hide from the rebellion. DD2. Hacking my battery? Actually, that's kind of gross. Not gonna lie. I'm sorry, what just happened? 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8. Carry the 2. 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Where are their dumbbells? That's fine. Cool. Yeah, DD2s can shoot down any projectile. Never punished. I did nothing wrong! Punished is doing something wrong. They just dodged a lot. But we were safe, so at least for the first volley, so I didn't have to actually use a hack part. Totally different. I had bad aim. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright. See? Did I, though? Did I? Because, according to the record, the person on weapons... Oh, it's you! Well... Maybe you should take accountability for your actions there, Cass. I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to mention. I didn't want to... Oh, no. I reject that. That's fine. I mean, we have 2 sectors to find hacking, or cloaking. Cloaking! Definitely cloaking. And just... No! Stop! Zoltan or NG? I will go NG. I don't want to deal with Zoltans if I don't have to. And currently, I don't have to. Alright, let's use 2 beacons. Let's use 4. Is this a dead end? Of course it is. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Yeah, it jumped just like, I need 1 less fuel. I'm on to them. Alright, so that's the scouting. We'll see all the beacons but 1. There's 2.5 stores in the sector, so guaranteed 2. Cloaking. Alright. Pirate light cruisers. If we do 1 damage to their weapon system, we're safe. Yep, just 1 damage to their weapon system, and we're safe. Performance review is gonna be kind of brutal this year, Cass. Hey! Fiery then, Ben Cass, yep. Alright, so we erased that crew. There's 2 tile fire, so now we're gonna try and put it out. It will start to spread. They do have cloaking. I don't know how out of hand it'll get, though. They do have an NG. Oh, no, wait, no, they don't. They have a Zoltan. Let's cook them. North Point. I would like to shoot them. Bum, 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 bum. Fire in a hacked room. They are having a bad time there. John is dead. Don't know about Brecken. Brecken has a lot of health, and the door has already been punched a couple times. Couple times. Okay, so this. So heavy, 1, 2, 8, 15, should be good. Unless something really dumb happens. Something dumb happened. Offset the shots, and I can't do this. They might get through the door. We'll just have to wait. Be patient. Hey, Bose Maniac. But this time the doors will not have been punched. That's the second time where, like, a fight kind of went sideways. Not sideways, but it didn't go the way I intended because shots just that I delayed landed sooner. So killing crew normally nets you better rewards. Let me reinforce the doors again. Okay, so that works. Surrender? No, I don't take surrenders from ghosts. Yoink. It's a store. Just sell me cloaking. That's all I have to do. Just sell me cloaking. Why? Alright, I mean, there's not even a system here, so that's cool. Does it even make sense to buy drone recovery arm? I mean, we could just buy drones. Like, I would have to buy 7 drones, and I'm not gonna need 19 drones. Could buy the beam drone, though. Gets through phase 3 so much quicker. Yeah, alright. Repair arm in there. That's like cloaking, right? Not exactly. I wish to fight you. I get a map. There's 3 stores. What's really spooky? No, we totally secure it. We're fine. Anti-personnel. Is if, like, this doesn't have cloaking, but it has other systems, we still have to just buy the other systems, because we can't bank on cloaking being here. And it would just be better to have a not cloaking system than potentially just no system. Oh, it's only Sector 6, though. I keep forgetting. I guess we could roll another sector. Like, that's a lot of stores. It's like 2 stores. Or... Yay. We'll keep that for blue options, I guess. Get this to level 2. Start getting this up to level 4. Distraction boys are better? Unfortunately, I just don't have enough money for them. Cool. Alright. This should be a pretty straightforward win from here on in now. Should be. Nope, I'm gonna be a hero. I will hack your weapons. So we just can, like, hack their weapons and then cloak their weapons, and the enemy's gonna find it very difficult to hurt us. Very, very. LRS is best. I have two videos about LRS. It was interesting. There was actually somebody who had commented about, there was a conversation about LRS because there always is, and they're just like, they've never really been like that good. Like, it was like if they were a new player and the sort of anti-LRS meta had become was like that's all they knew, and it's kind of interesting. So now people are just gonna like, why are we making a big deal about this? We've never played with them. It's like, no, that wasn't the case. They have uses. If you don't have shields, they're very good. And again, most of the time they're not going to get you killed and can generate money, but generally don't win you runs. They just help you win runs that you were already winning. But they can also avoid hazards, which that could be important. Nope. It was a more generous bribe. I really would have liked to breach the O2. If we had mind control, this would have been an easy crew kill, but we don't, so it's not. We still probably go to the store just see if we have like a fire beam. Purely for phase 3, since I don't have crew killing. Like, there's a decent enough chance we can just dunk shields and get crew kills because we have the heavy lasers, but there's always the possibility that we don't, and when I really just want to get through phase 3 as fast as possible. I'm just gonna find a reactor. So I don't have to micro as much. Just to not micro as much, because we're in that kind of position. We're in that part of the game where Crow just starts buying reactor. It's the best part. It's like the, that's a little gross. It's like the kneel down in football. How about you don't? Okay. I kind of want them to survive and go back, so they send other crew back over here. Because we could just cloak now. Okay, but here's the... Oh, actually, no, I can't do anything. I think we just killed them. I would be concerned that bailing with my crew, my NG dies. Because I did not maintain their health. Alright, let's see what's going on next door. Neat! That was like a modified Scott special there. Just the remaining crew are all in one room, and just shoot it with all the lasers. When burritos start... Burritos always speed hacking. What are you talking about? Always speed hacking. No NG. I mean, technically we could dive. We don't have to. We have a whole another sector to just buy power and what we need. Quest marker. Hooray! Well, I was totally looking... Why did I get surprised that there was a store here? I definitely should not have been surprised. So this gets sold, right? Buy for fuel. Oh, we should do this. Now we have 100% evasion when we activate our cloak. It's kind of what you need. Continue. Yeah, I don't have a use for them. Honey. Pirate or rocks? No, I'm not gonna... I don't want to fight rocks. Oh, you know what we totally need? I don't know. Sensors blue options. Now I gotta buy long-range scanners. We're gonna get sensors blue options just in case. Oh, we got another oh my, we have 2 anti-personnel drones. The dream. Should probably actually map out the sector, make sure I'm not, you know, diving for lack of doing my due diligence. Yes, hack my engines. here. That way they're not gonna outpace them. The funness of swapping weapons slots for benefit. Something you don't need to do in, oh, I don't know, 99.999% of runs, but every once in a while. Like, does a thing. I shouldn't say it doesn't do anything in those runs. It probably could. I just didn't note that it could have been beneficial. Reactor. Take combat, mercenary work, sure. Space Dock is under assault from the rebels. I will rescue the store. Where's the store? I mean, that's just free stuff. 1, 2... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, statistically, I should be, like, farming up more scrap now. Well, that's just statistically, just, like... If I get a quest marker, this does nothing. 4 damage to my hull, for 46 scrap and an ion charge. Alright, that's... it's all on fire! Whew. Thank you, NG. Good job. Martin? Martin, excellent job. That prevented another hull damage. Fire is the way to stay warm. I mean, it can be. Space is already kind of warm, though. Store. Quest. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. I have so many jumps. Whatever. Totally would never surrender my crew to slavers. How dare you suggest such a thing? Oh. Steven! Steven! I need you to pretend like the blind spot isn't really there. 50 bits. I always enjoy the FTL content currently on 23 string. I hope your tips help get me to 28. Reading. Oh, I hope you get 28. Thank you. Thank you very kind for the bits. Super appreciate it. Yeah, totally good luck on getting a cycle. Hooray for fire. Alright, what was I doing? So that's 1 drone part, that's 2 drone parts. Hack was 3, the boarding ion intruder was 4. Are you just out? No, you have 1 more. Gross. Fine. It's fine. I turned off my drone to hack their O2 to get past the anti-drone. Mikado. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. And then their basic laser just shot my drone. That's what happened, and very, very sad. Could we... I would like the chance of a crew kill to get... Drones are so weird. So they have like 4 starting, but then they can like deploy additional ones, kind of. It's very weird. Blind spot. This is now a problem. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 6. I'm not going for crew kill now because things are gross. This is no longer guaranteed to, like, shoot their missile, and my cloaking has been hacked. So we're gonna not do the thing that I really wanted to do to try and make it more likely to get free crew. Oh, that was just a terrible volley that I did. That was just a really bad volley that I did. It's kind of amazing how this went sideways. It put that one thing almost already went through the blind spot, and the fact that it fired another one there. But that can happen. I have to calculate those things. Okay. Oh, they just ion my shields. Awesome. Do I want crew more than one money? No, actually, now I just want money. Wow, this thing is... So often, they just go to, like, between 2 rooms. It's gonna ion 1, 2, 3, 4 different systems. What a trooper. Also, didn't apparently fire my heavy ion, or my heavy laser, my last one, which I could have fired. Neat. Yeah, it was going on a journey, all right. Journey of self-discovery. I have 100 farb scrap. Alright, we'll just fix this. It was like a simple fight until it wasn't. That was amazing. Actually amazing. I was thinking about deploying my anti-personnel drone, but I was like, that's not gonna do anything. I can't beat that up in time. Like, we might just keep it to help with Phase 3. Time to follow and help them. Neat. Okay, no boarding bot this time. This should be safe. Which is, you know, exactly the thing that I said last time. And that totally worked out. Totally worked out. How? 6, 7, 8 shots. Okay. Reddit engines? No. No, those can't ever work. I mean, as long as the missile keeps staying offline, we're okay. I mean, I could use a drone part here. Totally just use another drone part here. Or I could just slowly whittle him away from having any drones left. What a terrible volley. Maybe I should just, like, actually execute correctly? Instead of just slamming buttons? Yeah. That's okay. That's what we call taking unnecessary damage. Did I shoot the anti-bot again? That's the third time. That's actually the third time. There's a store. Close. In my defense, I shouldn't have needed a hack. In my defense. However, it seems that I needed a hack. Silly blue options. Alright, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we just diving? We go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. How much reactor do I have in case these are ion storms? More? I don't blame anyone for not waiting to take missiles to the face. I'm just saying I could have done that better. Value! So you saw it here, folks. Circus of value. How have they not made like a BioShock series yet? Has like a comprehensive story. Has your twists. No. Clone Bay. All right, none of these are crew killing things. I don't think I want to get cute and like go to the switch to the ions for the final phase. I'd just rather have damage, so we'll get rid of that, get rid of that. I definitely don't need multiples of those. Make sure that I don't run out. Just in case somebody wants a trade offer. I get this to level 2 just so that I can do this and it takes less time for the oxygen to refill. That's definitely a reason to do something. This run was, like I said, it was like a little weird. Just like there was just weird fights going into like Sector 4, and then it was just like, okay, nope, you went here. Well, I don't know. We were still looking for cloaking until Sector 6. Still should have been fine. Just without cloaking, you never know. There's not crew here. Oh no, that would have been too convenient. In case my dive goes hilariously wrong. Also, this is supposed to be a store. 1, 2, 3. So wait, I had to be here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Yep. Oh, that's fine. Good job. They are trying. Neat. Alright, this one went better. This is less spooky of a fight, but also actually targeting systems with weapons and not screen of volleys. Like, just some crew. I just like a body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anybody? I generally like having just like 5 crew. Reject your offer. MC pilot level 2. We are no longer concerned about their weapons. $66 scrap. I did it for the scrap. Anyways, we're gonna have an ad that runs for 3 minutes. I'm gonna do that. Speed of it. Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. We're going on a break. Going BRB, not LRS. See you on the other side of yield 3 minutes. 2 minutes remaining. It's like a lot of minutes. I totally love that long-range scanners show you beacons that you didn't have long-range scanners for. Makes no sense. So things that we want to end up with. This level 4, these 2 systems upgraded. So I just need this upgraded, and then the rest is reactor at this point. Should have everything we need to win. The mind control's a little spooky. Again, being light on crew here. It is possible they like MC the pilot and things go not so well. I just have to remember to swap to the drones to make sure that that's online in phase 3 just to get through it as fast as possible. Da, 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 da. For crew. You know, and if things go wrong in the MCV NG, then like getting repairs is gross, but we're pretty defensively sound. Also, I need to like there. That's so people can still see most of the relevant information. Oh, alright, well, spent all the stuff. That's fine. Upgraded all the key systems that we need, and now we just need reactor. Cool. I am gonna hack your weapons, because they're kind of gross. With your double missiles. With your single missile. Yeah. Let's just get that taken care of. Madness. Madness, I say. Okay. I was curious. Enjoy the fires! 3. Alright, whatever. I was kind of hoping the fires would be a distraction. They might be. Not taking surrender offers, unless they're 66 crap and have long-range scanners. Then yes, I will take surrender offers. Alright, they're dead. I don't know if we're able to kill a lumbar. Well, no, they're gonna run out of oxygen. Their weapons are offline. Got him. Hey! That's awesome. Oh, it's not the button that I wanted to hit, but it was the button that I hit. I think we took, like, we almost took 3 damage. We took 2 damage from fires burning down systems. That, like, never happens. It so rarely happened, and the fact that it happened 3 times in one event. I'm leaving. I get it. I'm not welcome here. Alright, those are some actual weapons. I think we just cloak this on principle, right? I got principle. We can get all the training we want now. There's time. Because the AI can't repair breaches. And you can't repair a breach, you can't fix the system. That's the rules. Yeah. Tiny little mistakes, though. And is that just like being tournament? Sure. Yes. Should not have done that. So I got us extra repair, and because we took the fire damage, we're actually not going to be at full hull. That's why I should not have taken this. So I should have just not risked it, because we'll go into the flagship down 2 hull unless I get to a store. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just little things like that, which could add up. They're minor now, and then you're just like, forget a little detail, and it's like, oh, everything is bad now. Okay, 3, 4, 5. I think we hack weapons here just to be safe. Okay, fight is much safer now. Again, we pay attention to the fact that we need to vent them. That's potentially bad. That means we could get hit by the ASB. Because we are only going to have 95% evasion. How much health are you at? Alright, we need to also switch those crews' positions. Yeah, so they could just die to an ASB hit. Okay, they missed. Everything's fine. See, it's the little mistakes, like going for the crew kill and a solar flare when I didn't need to. I don't know, we did get a crew, which was nice. Alright. No, let's just double check. One of the other things is when you think you aren't playing super well and you start doubting everything you do, and then that just means you make more mistakes. That's fun. You arrive at an outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past NIST security. An officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's warp. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this, and who are you?" Explain your mission. Hey, you sent us on a mission. Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Churchill of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk small or save none. Explain the weakness of the enemy fleet. It is the small rebel flagship. Small Tully responds. It's settled. The small rebels will be here in a matter of small moments. We'll do what we can to hold off their small warships, but you would succeed in destroying this small flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, and other small repair stations can provide aid as well. Small luck. You never doubt me. I appreciate the confidence. I doubt me. Generally, no. Well, in FTL, every other game, I'm like, what am I doing? Why are you doing that? That's a dumb thing. That's not the smart thing to do. Because you can't bank that you're going to get a repair or you're going to find the Sector 8 store. Double reward potential. All right, let's do weapon hacking because it's safe. Okay. This is fine. We're gonna actually use the proper technique here to negate their weapon system. Ba-da-bum-bum. Eventually. Alright, let's just, since their weapons aren't a threat, let's take down their piloting. So what we're using is long cloaks to buy time off of the cooldown for our hacking, and then we use long hacks to buy time for the cooldown off our cloaking. Effectively blocking their weapons from doing anything. $29, $65. Store. Crew kill. Fire beam. Fire bomb. No. Fire Robert. Alright, let's just get here in case it's a bad hack so we can reset it. So we take the flagship early. If the hack is gross, then we can, like, jump to the base, and then they have to try hack again. And again, if it's gross, there's a chance we could jump somewhere else and come back to it. Okay. Just a little breather. Just centering ourselves before we are here. This is it! Small rebel flagship. If we're able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There is no turning back. Normally we don't do this, but we have cloaking. So the problem with this is it has 8 drone parts for the hacking. And they'll fire while the missiles are firing. This gets distracted, and then the hack will land on your weapons. That's a guarantee. Like, it's just going to land on your weapons. But then that's really bad, because then the cloaking and hacking are off sync. Okay, that's fine. Like, this is the area of the ship that it can't protect, and those are the areas I'm totally okay with getting hacked. Gonna use real power for the battery. Normally I don't, but if the battery gets hit for some reason, then we would lose our hack. Shot down 2 missiles, and then ate the 3rd. That is a shift. Alright, the missiles are offline, so we can go ahead and cloak the ions. Two crew kills. Didn't really get fires in the main room, unfortunately. But, like, it's not gonna happen. They don't have enough hull left. More power. Okay, so phase 2. Still with the defense drone and the anti-personnel, I guess, to maybe deal with the boarding bot. Oh, question is, what do I want on phase 3? I guess if we're not gonna, like, try to kill crew in phase 2. It's just way too dangerous. Chase down flagship Discover. It's heavily damaged from the previous fights. Scans indicate it's redirected considerable power to its drones. Get ready for a fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we're still doing this. Defense drone up. All right, 3 burst laser shots into the missiles. Try and soften them up. Everything else into shields to try and get shields down. They do have level 3 engines. See, I don't actually know, like, what is, like, the minimum damage to this system that I would want to have. Like, yeah, it'd be great if all the shots hit, but it's like if there's a fundamental difference between 1 damage or 2 damage at this point. I think this tried shooting a flak and either it already landed or it just naturally missed and then it shot the burst laser shot that was heading for here after the first 2 landed. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So missiles remain online. Alright, we're just cloaking all of this nonsense. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's okay. We just didn't really get fires in the shield room. We didn't take any damage, but... Hello, Monty. Alright, so we're gonna engage the flagship. Someone is gonna get MC'd. 5 crew are on their ship, so that means 4 crew are going to be boarding. Anti-personnel might help. I could also see that, like, being able to shoot, like, their first missile down could also be helpful. And, like, lining up the level 3 cloak, particularly if this crew gets MC'd. I'm gonna put a buffer point in this system, and we're just gonna run the pilot to here. So if they get mind controlled, we're gonna have to rely on somebody else flying the ship while they punch down. Martin has some pilot training. Okay, that's good. Just can't really use the anti-personnel and the combat at the same time. You're not certain how to keep fighting with the amount of damage it sustains. Looks like transfer powers to teleport, so some kind of super weapon be prepared. This is it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's kind of okay. Alright, so we vent those 2. Don't... So the bot would spawn in, make its way over here, and we could depower it so, like, the shields don't get punched down. And whether that's the better play... Alright, let's do that. Yeah. I feel like I kind of want to commit to... Oh, they're not going to the right room. Okay. Watch this, though. We turn off the drone. We put everybody in this room. Then we turn on the drone. Now we put everybody back to where they were going to go. And the drone ignores the command. That's kind of amazing. Huh. Doors and piloting. I really can't let them hit piloting. Really can't allow for that. Oh, I was bamboozled. So the reason we're dropping our shields here is the timing between these missiles firing and the surge is not set. There's some variance to it. So by dropping our shields, we move the hit detection of the missiles from when they cross the shield threshold to the rooms that they were actually targeting. And so that shrinks that window between the surge and the missiles to make level 3 cloaking more likely to be able to cloak all of it. It's not guaranteed. You want a wing guard? I knew I forgot something. Oh, come on, don't be that way. Be a different way. That's a late surge. Oh, cool. Wait, why? Why did you bypass drones to go into piloting? That's messed up. Why would you do that? Because you were in sensors, you need 2 people, and you took priority instead of boarding into here? That's messed up. I am not happy about that. Okay, 35% evasion. We could just jump away. It's totally fine. All right, 6, 7. I do have 8 shots. Oh, we just hack engines. And I almost screwed that up because the flak actually got to the shields before the drones got to the engine. Okay, it's like the 3rd time I did that. I really need to stop doing that. It's a really bad thing to do. But it's whatever, because we win now. His missiles are offline. Cloak is online. GG's. It took a while to get the cloaking. Again, there was a couple of fights there, but thank you, Trax, Ratman, and Cass for joining the crew. Some even by your own free will. Neat. 52.75. 97 beacons, 1827, 36 ships defeated. Gosh, that's so low. So I think my last 3 scores have been like 5,100. No. Maybe. I didn't write it down. Because the run before this was a 4,100. What is my